So Neural Amp Modeler is really cool. Open source, it's free. There are tons of profiles out there. I think tonehunt.org has over 1,000 profiles right now. So everything looks cool for Neural Amp Modeler, but it is inconvenient to take it onto a stage. In this video, I want to show what is probably the easiest way right now to get Neural Amp Modeler on stage in front of an audience. And to do that, I'm going to take apart this whole rig, so I will switch to my phone camera right now. So basically, you're going to have to take your computer on stage. And honestly, I don't recommend this, especially if you're just playing in bars or small clubs. Dragging a computer to a gig is such a hassle. It's so much more convenient to just pull up with an amp and a little mixing board and go. But if that's not you and you really want to take this plugin on stage, I'll show you how I would do it right now. So I would start with this track in Reaper. I only have one track going. It is my rhythm guitar sound. Ignore the label there, I forgot to change that. Plugin loaded on it and an impulse response loader. I'm using the ML Sound Labs best IR in the world. It's a free one, go check it out. It's awesome. Profile I have loaded is a Diesel VH4. So we have to have our computer and we have to have our interface. First, you'll need your guitar. This is a Squire Bullet modded with hot rail pickups in it. Next, you'll need your guitar cable. And typically you would plug into a DI box. And then from that DI box, go to your interface or to the house or whatever. But I'm gonna bypass that. Just for this demo, I'm gonna bypass it and go straight into my interface on channel 2. Now my interface is connected to the laptop through a USB cable. So we should be seeing signal right now. Very cool. Now we have 1/4 inch out on the interface. So what we're gonna do, grab 1/4 inch cable. We're just gonna go into the left channel to keep things simple. Your venue will probably have a DI box for you if you're going direct, so go from that, the DI box, I'll put that there. Out of the interface into the DI box, then we're gonna go out of the DI box. Next we're gonna go from the DI box to the PA. Typically you would just go into the mixer and set your gain from there, but I don't have a mixer right now, so we're gonna go right into the speaker. So now we're gonna set our gain. You wanna make sure you have the right amount of gain going into your laptop. So on the interface, I'm gonna start playing. I'm on channel 2, so I'm gonna increase channel 2. And you can argue in the comments with how much gain is the right amount of gain, but I'm gonna go about there. I don't have a specific number. I don't know what the actual number is supposed to be, but you want the most amount of signal without clipping. So just keep going up. Ooh, I never plugged in my laptop. Make sure you plug in your laptop. I'm gonna do that real quick. See what I'm telling you? Laptops just complicate things. Now that the gain going into the laptop is set, this is where you set the gain going into the mixer from the laptop. So if you're running the mixer, you'd be watching that PFL meter, getting the loudest signal without clipping. The speaker is off right now, so you're not gonna see it, but what you would do is you would play whatever your loudest patch is, you would play, and then turn the output, the main out on this interface up, until you got a good enough signal going out. We're gonna bring it up through the speaker. Just has a volume knob on the back of the speaker. We're gonna bring it up. That is probably the easiest way to get it on stage right now, is bring your laptop and interface and go right into the house system. Now, if you're coming from the world of amps on stage and you expect this to sound like an amp on stage, it will not sound like an amp on stage because it's coming through a PA speaker versus a guitar cab. So it's gonna sound different on stage. It's probably not gonna sound different to the audience depending on how your PA is. If your PA is bad, then this probably will not sound good. But if you have a good PA, and what the audience is normally hearing is your guitar amp mic'd up, this will probably sound very similar to that. But on stage, it's gonna be very different. So if you're not ready to give up that amp on stage sound, then I definitely don't recommend this. But if you're one of those people trying to get Neural Amp Modeler on stage, I would probably do it this way right now. Till there's something you can put on your pedal board where you can just load plugins into it, it's probably this, or a tablet or something, but I don't know anything about tablets, so you'll have to go to a different video for that. But if you have any questions or any feedback, drop it down in the comments. Thanks.